This isn't just a number on a seismograph, right? This is a live, unfolding emergency impacting thousands of lives as we speak.
Okay, let's dive into this. A 7.7 magnitude. When we talk about earthquakes, a 7.7 isn't just a tremor. It is a massive, catastrophic release of energy. This sheer, terrifying scale of seismic activity is exactly what triggered those immediate blaring tsunami warnings all across the region. At this magnitude, you have to understand the Earth doesn't just shake, it violently displaces the ocean floor right above it. And that is the immediate trigger we're tracking right now.
Section 1. 7.7 quake strikes Flores, ground level shaking.
Let's move into the first phase of our analysis and zoom out just a little bit. Before we talk about the waves, we have to look strictly at the epicenter and the immediate ground-level shaking that kicked off this entire crisis. Now, seeing these initial reports of devastation rolling in, we really have to ask a pointed question. Why was the destruction so severe? I mean, a 7.7 is massive, yes, but magnitude alone doesn't always paint the full picture of the damage on the surface. To bridge the gap between those breaking news headlines and the reality on the ground, we need to dig into the underlying physical mechanics of this specific strike.
So what's truly concerning here, strictly from a scientific, analytical sense, is the depth. We're looking at an incredibly shallow 10-kilometer depth near the city of Ende. Actually, that uniquely shallow depth was the primary catalyst for all this catastrophe. You see, when an earthquake triggers that close to the surface, the seismic waves have almost zero distance to travel. That means they lose virtually none of their destructive power before hitting human infrastructure. Because it was so incredibly shallow, severe shaking literally tore right across the region. We're already seeing reports of catastrophic structural failures, with building collapses being confirmed in the Manggarai Regency. And further out, the immense violent shaking has significantly damaged the critical port terminals in Maumere. The energy simply had nowhere else to go but directly into the foundation of these communities.
Section 2. The tsunami threat. Creeping danger.
Now, as terrifying as that shaking ground is, an entirely new danger was immediately aimed squarely at the coastal regions of East Nusa Tenggara. In response to that creeping danger, Indonesia's Disaster Mitigation Agency, the BMKG, issued absolutely urgent tsunami advisories. This is an actionable emergency broadcast for anyone in the path. Their directives are crystal clear and broken down into 2 critical steps. Step 1, evacuate the coastal lines immediately. Step 2, move at least 2 kilometers inland or seek higher ground right away. The physics of a displaced ocean mean that water isn't just going to playfully splash the shore. It acts like a rising wall of immense crushing pressure. Moving 2 kilometers inland is the literal lifeline BMKG is projecting to keep residents safely out of the inundation zones.
And here is the crucial point. The threat isn't over just because the initial 7.7 quake stopped shaking, not by a long shot. We are seeing multiple strong aftershocks, some exceeding a massive 6.0 magnitude, continuing to strike the area right now. This compounds the danger exponentially. Think about it. You have damaged buildings from the shallow main shock, you have coastal residents desperately fleeing inland from the tsunami threat, and now you have these secondary earthquakes, which by the way are powerful enough to cause major damage entirely on their own, rattling an already compromised region.
Section 3. The Ring of Fire. Global context.
To truly grasp why this happens, we need to zoom out to the global picture. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what Indonesia is up against: the Pacific Ring of Fire. By definition, this is a highly volatile, global fault line where massive tectonic plates are constantly grinding against one another, resulting in high frequencies of severe seismic and volcanic activity. Sitting directly along this horseshoe-shaped boundary of fire and friction, Indonesia is forced to remain on high, permanent alert. The Earth's crust is practically alive here, guys. The 7.7 quake we're seeing today is a brutal reminder of the raw, untamed tectonic forces that define this specific region of the globe.
As we close this explainer, I want to leave you with a dispatch that's currently coming in from the front lines. Rescue teams begin preliminary damage assessments as the situation unfolds. The dust has not settled. The waves have not fully receded. This is a rapidly developing crisis, and those preliminary assessments will very likely uncover a much deeper toll in the hours ahead. As you seek out live updates on this disaster, I want to leave you with this final thought. How do we engineer a safer future for millions of people when the very ground they build their lives upon is wired to violently snap without warning? Keep your eyes on the updates out of Flores, and as always, stay curious.